What's up, everybody? It's Lids, and we're back for some more Witcher 2. And last time, we managed to track down the other troll over here. This kind of looks like a chest here, so I'm just going to check this out. Seems like it's not a chest, though, so we're good. We picked up some, like, handkerchief or bandana that was previously something that belonged to Triss, and apparently that's going to be the thing that allows us to get her back if we bring it to the witch lady that we totally trust. Because what could possibly go wrong with the person who mysteriously showed up when everything started going wrong and had our medallion vibrating when we were standing next to her and what have you. So we'll see. What? Oh. I did not expect you guys to be making it all the way out here. Whoa, and that hurt a whole lot. Like, to the point where we might actually die just by taking that hit. Didn't exactly expect that to happen. I was just thinking we'd, you know, pitch in here real quick. Or, yeah, just die again. Not that we got here, but make it absolutely certain that we'll die. So, you know, just helping out wherever we can. No big deal. So, yeah. Like I was saying, we'll just, go back to town and talk to the sorceress lady. This is the wrong direction. This is the place where we were trying to go so many times before, but ended up walking around in circles. Kind of like what those trolls are doing right now. Oh, we also, apparently we got a troll horn of some variety that allows the trolls to, at least a troll, come over and help us. Okay, they're gonna flutter. Knew it was gonna happen this time. So I have no idea how much of a thing that is. And they actually just come and help us when and wherever we want. If so, that is sweet. But something tells me that's a little too good to be true. Now, do we learn from our previous mistakes and say, hey, we should probably leave these guys alone? Or do we say, it would be really cool to see if we can actually help these guys out? I don't know. The correct answer, given what happened last time, would probably be, Lids, what the heck are you doing? Get out of here. This is not the right thing to be doing right now. But I am still curious. Ignore the fact that I stunned one of our allies. You are blocking quite a bit, making it rather difficult for me to do anything right now. Besides, potentially loot some of you. Get out of here. Oh, that's an elf. There. See? Totally manageable. Totally manageable. Even a place of power here. Okay, I do remember that this is the direction in which we start headed into the fog and we instantly die. So let's not do that. Now, we also apparently were right on the cusp of reaching the threshold for carrying too much weight, so maybe even just poking our heads in there long enough to loot a little bit was not terribly meaningful either. Whoa! Okay, for a second I thought I read the 40 coin mark as 40 pounds. I was like, we have 40 pounds or kilograms or whatever it is of harpy saliva? That is disgusting. We're exactly 300 out of 300, yeah. So, is there a way in which we can just drop the tiniest little bit of something? If so, what makes the most sense? Again, we probably should do something with this armor because it's heavy. These boots are exactly the same as the ones we currently have. They do seem like they have some value, but I will drop them because we already have them. Whoa! Okay, you are surprising me. Apparently, there certainly can be more of these wraiths and everything else going up on this path. Not just in the location where those guys were fighting moments ago. There's certainly less of them. And now will we immediately regain the weight that we had shed? Possibly. Get a cheap shot on me. So, there are... Okay, well, maybe there will be a lot. Second thought. Don't do that. Also, please get hit rather than hitting me, because that's not cool. You are very dodgy. Like, very dodgy. To the point where, again, we're actually in a bit of danger here.
Guess they'll never learn.
Maybe not. Did get hit! Means we really need to do this again. What are you doing? Not died, which is a problem. Probably killed one over here that we could loot. Maybe, maybe not. Now I'm paranoid of like any sound of movement. Like, okay, we're now in danger, potentially. And we're relatively close to the city. Is this the right way? All the winding roads have very much gotten me confused. I heard something there. Yeah, maybe it was just this. Huh? This music is new. Does not sound very witchery. Got almost approaching electric. Well, okay, maybe not electronic. That's a step too far. But the instrumentation feels different, though. I'm not sure if we've actually been up on this floor before. We are clearly back in the city now.
This is a town, not an amusement park.
Sorry.
The sword stays sheathed. Got it?
Sorry. My bad. Understood. But also, I'm gonna loot everything and then need to sell everything. Yeah, I know we're carrying too much weight. There's also someone over here who it seems like we want to talk to. And maybe we can also sell things to this person.
Greetings. Greetings.
Or maybe that person just
Greetings.
greets us. Oh, here we go.
Greetings. What are you doing out here this late?
Thinking
About what?
about the approaching fight.
As long as the mist of wraiths is up, there won't be a fight.
I ponder something else. We women must leave the shadows. When fighting, we're equal to men, but off the battlefield.
Okay.
Women are no warriors.
Oh, that's not
We
really
do
what I was
everything the men
trying
do,
to say,
and as
but
well as they do.
in fact, I thought I
Gender
said the
doesn't
opposite.
determine ability.
You know why men command armies? Because they don't waste time on idle chatter. We could argue all night about the injustice of it, but until you show you can get something done, saying that you can won't change much. It won't be easy, but you could try to blaze a trail.
A worthy endeavor in itself, I know. Thank you, Witcher. Godspeed.
Okay. Don't really know what to make of that. We are, of course, still carrying too much. There's got to be many people that we can trade to in this general area, though. This appears to maybe be sort of like the, you know, not so well off part of town, given how there are some small huts.
Nice ponytail.
Thanks, man. So I'm just gonna, you know, like, casually stroll over here on the assumption that we will be able to go to the other part of town from here. Otherwise, we just go the normal route and not try... Not try approaching from this odd angle, but figured that it would be worth looking through town a little bit, given how we're saying we probably ought to do that at some point, because the town is pretty big. There are definitely many areas that we would want to explore at some point that we have not yet explored. Well, that's not ominous. What the heck is this? Outside of town? It certainly looks like it. Hold on a second. Yeah. Alright, now I'm intrigued. But at the same time, this does seem like a bad idea. I'm just gonna poke our head over there. I suspect that we will probably run into the fog soon. For this people. What are you guys up to?
Ah, you've finally given in. Started killing humans. Eh, Witcher?
Excuse
Started
me?
that a while ago, actually. Just wasn't something society was willing to acknowledge.
Folk's death. Society acknowledged that. You know there's a price on your head.
Yeah, I know. Too low for the risks involved, though.
It's a bundle to us, Witcher. We have to pay for everything. Weapons, food, information.
Yorvith send you?
Yorvith will never learn of this.
Okay. So, I was gonna say, they are certainly looking like a group of soldiers. Now, we are, like, not even close to being underweight here. So this is certainly not an ideal time to be having this fight. Now, ow! You guys didn't, like, non-stop attack me. Oh, we can't even dodge when we are overweight? Okay, like, that's a huge issue. But you don't seem terribly difficult if we could, you know, do anything right now. But, again, timing was such that it just didn't make a lot of sense. So, I think, you know, we'll maybe pay them a visit on some other occasion when we actually have sold all of our stuff and have reason to go over there. But otherwise, we really should head back to town first and actually go into town, sell some stuff, and then we can come back here and talk to them. That's kind of what I was expecting might end up happening here. Not exactly the way in which I expected it to happen. It being, of course, that we, well, our life bar dropped down to 0, but I expected that it would happen by running into the fog and or a whole bunch of wraiths. Not so much that we would face a bunch of human bandits, or not human, but elven and dwarven bandits. Either way, though, yeah, I was a little surprised to see them in the first place. I wasn't even really sure that we could go north of town like that, so I guess that was first order of surprise. Second order of surprise, hey, here's a bunch of people who are just hanging out. Then it seemed as though, yeah, it certainly could be possible that these guys would be confrontational. Huh. Were we technically not in Bergen before? Because only now are we in the outskirts? Maybe. Again, seems like a very big city. We've only just scratched the surface of it. And it is, as I was mentioning earlier, very confusing to navigate. Much like this area outside the city as well, in that there are many elevations and pathways that crisscross over one another. Okay, this bit here. So, yeah, I'm probably going to be getting lost here as well. But this looks... Okay, yeah. Old gate, that's where we were before. So I'm just going to end up going downstairs. And, yeah, first priority at this point is probably to sell some stuff. And then we'll talk to Philippa. And maybe find a way to somehow magically get Triss back using her handkerchief slash bandana slash whatever the heck it is. Or maybe she'll, you know, like, do something to actually sabotage our plan, because that is probably what she has in store for us. Oh, Mahakam Gate. I recognize I recognize that name because of the Mahakam mead. It's one of the alcoholic beverages from Witcher 1. That's kind of sad. Okay, and you know, while we're totally overweight, let's just continue to go totally overweight.
I don't understand it at all.
I mean, I don't think there's a certain threshold at which point we can no longer move at all. So, while we're overweight, might as well go big or go home, really. Okay. Now, could someone over here sell us some stuff? Or, well, allow us to sell some stuff, more like. Okay, yeah, this does look like the area where we were before, where we saw many traders. Granted, it is apparently early morning right now, and therefore people aren't here yet. So you're not examining. I didn't catch it, but so yeah, just a peaceful stroll through the city. Here's the inn that we ran into at the very beginning. Yeah, because that is the main gate is somewhere over here, or at least the main entrance that we came through in the past, somewhere over here. So we may have technically still gone through the main gate this time around.
Witcher.
Okay, apparently you were not someone we could sell things to. I'm kind of hoping, though, that the bartender, although obviously not in the line of work that might be actually interested in buying or selling a whole bunch of swords, I'm hoping that that's not going to matter.
How can I help?
Because that would be really nice. I'm looking for places. What? Am I? Apparently I am, but let's get back to that. Right now, what I want to do is sell a whole bunch of this stuff. So axe, dwarven axe, dwarven hammer, elven messer, elven sword, hammer, hatchet, small blackjack. And look at that! Suddenly we are below 300. I didn't actually see what that added up to in terms of how many coins we got from selling all those things. But even if individually they weren't worth very much, for enough of them, I would think that would start to add up. And I think some of our crafting stuff, like cloth, having as much as we do, we may have sold some of this a while ago. But I think same rule applies. Whenever something starts to get that heavy, we have to start to offload some of it. Driga hide, still, every time I see that it's 16, makes me think, yeah, you know, do we really need it? Harpy claws do look valuable and also a little bit heavy. Iron ore, okay, so that's definitely heavy as well. Something that I would also anticipate at some point we will want to actually use. But that gives us a lot more room to work with. Leather too, but we don't have as much of a stockpile there. Oil? It is a crafting component? It does weigh a bit. Don't know how much of that we realistically need. Timber, again, something that I anticipate we'd be using a lot of. 54. Doubt we'll need that much, but probably something we'll still need a lot of, so get rid of some of it. Other than that, Harpy Trophy? Some armor. That is new. Had not seen that yet. Think that should be good enough, at least for now. We could sell something like this and make ourselves have a little more room, then that might be nice. Out of curiosity, do we have super heavy stuff here? Not really. Yeah. Think that should hold us over for quite a while at this point. I think so. Again, Endrika Hive being the primary thing that is weighing us down at this point. I think we're good. I should probably still talk to this
How
guy
can I help you?
about the whole Places of Power thing, though, because it looks like this is actually a main quest thing.
I'm looking for places steeped in magic. You remember any stories of sorcerers or magical places in the area?
Not counting the fire-spitting bitch from 3 years ago. Well, a sorcerer once lived in the wood beyond Vergen. You could look there. Maybe something's left. You might also speak to Cecil. Nobody knows Vergen's history as well as our alderman.
Okay. I guess that's some information. Also see... Huh? That dandelion? Somebody's calling our name. There's someone with a blue thing above their head, and it looks like it's you. Mini quest? Question mark?
Virgin dragon slayer, squirrels dazzled with her, politicking peasants, witches and a witcher, onlookers gawking.
Hope things get back to normal soon.
I think I've heard of them.
Okay, quite a conversation there. Does seem like that's... yeah. Dandelion who does not want to talk to us. Fine, be that way. Oh, and Zoltan.
Geralt, sit down. We haven't yet celebrated your raid into the mist.
Oh.
Sorry. Where are my manners? Sheldon Skaggs, veteran of the battles of Sodden and Brenna.
And all ends along the way.
You've already met Vergen's elder?
Greetings. Gentlemen, not sure about you, but my throat's parched from all these greetings.
Funny. Those were the first words out of your mouth.
Master Dandelion's right. Around for everyone. On me.
I mean, I guess we do kind of still need to do a lot of things first.
I'd gladly drink, but Saskia was poisoned and time is of the essence.
How can we help? Speak!
Have you ever heard of a plant called the Dwarven Immortelle?
Have we? The pigs have tight arses.
To tell the truth, I've no idea.
Neither do I. I don't think I want to
You're the
know.
only one using it.
Witcher, the Immortelle. It appears most often near anthracite and aluminosilicate deposits.
Oh, of course.
Philippa needs it to heal Saskia.
A rare curio, but there's a mine nearby, and who knows? You might find it deep underground.
Okay.
Is the mine far?
Not at all. It's in Verger itself, in the town's upper quarter.
You're eager for this expedition, but nobody told the Witcher that her mine's closed.
Closed, that's true. But it's long overdue a cleaning. Weed out all the underground shit.
What are you talking about?
Not
Monsters, I
a month ago,
assume?
miners started disappearing.
Yeah.
Must have tapped the wrong vein and woken some scum from the deep. We wanted to send a crew of stout fellows in, but Saskia said she needs all the soldiers she can find up top and ready to defend the town. We closed the shaft, fearing the filth would emerge and overrun us all.
Looks like we arrived just in time. Eh, Geralt?
So it seems. Let's go.
Right on. With this crew, we needn't fear any monster. How about you, Sheldon? You coming with us, or staying around to get your fuck?
Another chance like this won't come around in a hurry. Fucking can wait. I'm with you.
Let's meet at the mine's entrance.
Oh, we actually taking everyone with us? Are we like definitely going right now? Seems like the answer is that we can, in fact, wait a little bit first. Because I would like to wrap things up with Triss, if possible. First, given how we started along that route. Okay, fine. You first, and slam it in my face. But good thing that we got a little bit of stuff done there. Now, the question is, do I remember how to get back to Philippa? I kind of just remember that it was up high. I think it's up there. Or here. It's the castle. Let me mark it on our quest just in case. Oh, and that's not how you do that. Do that here, and then this. Assuming this says we need to go to Philippa, because I thought I saw that earlier. Otherwise, we are very much going in the wrong direction at the moment. As it turned out, the Witcher was not the sole human in the area to be interested in trolls. Oh, hold on. Geralt turned out to be smarter than some of his deeds would suggest. Excuse me? Maybe we should read the rest of that. Someone talking smack about us? He may have not found Triss, but he certainly knew a crafty sorceress could locate a missing person using said person's clothes, and Philippa Eilhart was, beyond all doubt, a crafty sorceress. Okay. I suppose. Actually, is it this way? One second. Do you have that marked? Where's it pointing us? Oh, way further up in the city. Okay, we are really not even close. So, probably a good thing that we did double check. Now again, despite making it seem like we're in the clear here, oh man, it's gonna make us overweight again. No, surprisingly not. Despite it looking like we're in good shape here, I'm guessing that
the witch?
stuff is gonna go wrong.
Bothered. Only her servants inside.
Do you know where Philippa went?
Probably treating the Dragon Slayer. But our new allies won't let anyone in. Have a nice day.
Is that true now? Excuse me. Can I go in this building anyway? And maybe talk to Philippa's understudy? Who probably... Wait, what I'm curious about is... Okay. So last time we went in here, our Witcher medallion was going crazy, suggesting that there was a sign of danger in here. And we suspected... I saw something in there. We suspected... If I could just loot this. 9 orns. Oh, yes. We suspected that it was Philippa herself. However, there was one other person in here at the time. It was her understudy, Cynthia, here. So, now that we have just Cynthia, isolated from Philippa, we should theoretically have a better sense as to whether it was Philippa or Cynthia who was setting off the medallion. Standing next to Cynthia, I see that our medallion is going a little crazy. So maybe I was a little off there. It might be that Cynthia is actually the person that we should be wary of, and not Philippa, or at least more so than Philippa.
I'm looking for Philippa.
She's looking after Saskia. They will not let anyone in there. I'm afraid you'll have to wait.
Excuse me? Does that actually mean that... Oh, I saw that wooden barricade on the door, and I was like, did you just lock us in here? Is this where you say, oh yeah, by the way, I'm gonna kill you now? Apparently not, but I wonder if maybe that is sort of the sign of, well, let's check the map, see if it does actually direct us anywhere. I think that is likely the underground tunnel that the dwarves were referring to. And my guess then is that, for whatever reason, despite having started the Triss component, or the Triss quest, whatever you want to call it, first, we actually cannot resolve it first. Did we check out these buildings here? I feel like we haven't. I mean, there are definitely many buildings that we have not checked out. As evidenced by how much loot there is in this general area that we will proceed to destroy. And I did just unsheathe the sword that we probably should not have out. Yeah, this is very quickly going to add up again. It's like a storeroom? It must be. There is so much stuff here. What the heck? I mean, again, like, awesome that it's worth stuff. Take it, but at the same time, if there were someone that we could sell this to standing right next to us, then that would be amazing. Be even better. Because, Yeah, it's kind of heavy. And where this goes, looks like a watchtower of some variety, based on the narrow stairway that just winds up toward the top of wherever the heck we are. Oh! Okay. Cool. I am curious about going across the bridge, but I would also like to see what's at the top of this place. If I may. Where does this lead us? Oh, that was actually surprisingly effective. That was totally part of the plan. Now, I just kind of, like, really need to sell some stuff before we actually talk to these guys, because otherwise this is just going to be unbearable trying to go through here. Can we sell things to you guys? You do not have the merchant sign next to you, which leads me to believe that we probably cannot. Except we can. Nice. Okay, so we picked up mostly this stuff. Let's just sell a whole bunch. And that does bring us below the threshold, but we did also pick up a whole bunch of crafting materials too. Which, since they were a combination of things, is a little bit harder to offload. Huh. Didn't remember seeing this. Looks like it could be useful, though. Other things that we picked up were, I think we got some iron along the way there, which is, again, quite heavy. Leather, we definitely got some of. A fair bit, I think. So we will just continue to offload a little bit. We got a timber and some twine. Okay. That should put us in much better shape. Didn't really look at what you have to offer yourself, but we'll be fine. You guys? Oh god. We about to do this again? Yes, we are. Now, had I known that there was all this stuff here, I obviously would have gone here first, and then I would have traded with that guy. But, like, we can't pass up this opportunity. It's free money. It's free real estate. Probably already took that. And we'll just sell the weapons here. I know we picked up a bit of other stuff too. Probably not enough to severely weigh us down. Now we'll talk to our friends here. And maybe examine this thing finally. Alright. Seems fine.
The Witcher's on board. We can go.
Let's get to work, my bearded friends.
Open the shafts, guys.
Okay. It's
If you kill off
not a
those
way to refer
monsters,
to them.
the whole of Vergam will be grateful. I'm sure some coin will be found.
We'll keep that in mind, Session.
So, Sheldon, you opened the shaft yet?
Keep your pricks in your trousers. You can't just plough forward all the time. A mine is like a lover. You need to be gentle, so she accepts you most.
Alright, too much information,
Doing
buddy.
your music, Sheldon.
Descend into the lower passages. Get the immortality. Alright, also learn where the monsters came from. Okay, understandable. So are you guys, like, all following me? Who goes first? It is rather dark here. I suppose that's what a mine is like. So maybe should have expected that. Probably should have expected that. I expect that we will also find some monsters very soon here. But this is probably a good place for us to wrap up this video, because we found out that apparently we cannot get Triss back from Philippa. Surprise, surprise. Probably should have seen that one coming. But now we will, you know, venture into this deep, dark mine that supposedly has a whole lot of monsters in it. Maybe like that thing that was just growling at us. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will catch you in the next one.